Oh, wait, let me tell the story before we punch that on. It was when George Beverly Shea was just around junior high school. George Beverly Shea was singing at a school concert. After the school concert, a man approached him, said, "Young man, you have a marvelous voice." He said, "I am a talent agent, and I want to become your talent agent, and I'm going to make you a star." George Beverly Shea was really excited about the fact that he had a good voice and that someone had discovered him. And George went home that night and told his mom and dad about the man who he had met that was going to make him a star. And of course, mom and dad, saved people, talked to young George, who was a saved young man. Said, "George, you might want to think about that. People who get into theater and people who get into the music world quite often forget where they came from. They forget the one who saved them. And you might want to think about that, son." And George listened to his mom and dad and went to his room. And that night he spent the whole evening in his room thinking and praying. George tells the story. When he came down the next morning, he had this poem, and one of George Beverly Shea's most famous songs. Amen. He wrote this poem.
I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. I'd rather be His than have riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than houses or land. I'd rather be led by His nail-pierced hand than to be the king of a vast domain, or be held in sin's dread sway. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. I'd rather have Jesus, he wrote. I'd rather have Jesus than men's applause. I'd rather be faithful to His dear cause. I'd rather have Jesus than worldwide fame. I would rather be true to His holy name than to be the king of a vast domain, or be held in sin's dread sway. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. This world affords